What's going on, y'all? BBQ Dropout here yet again. So if you want the written version, head on over to bbqdropout.com. I'm going to be answering this question along with a whole host of other types of questions related to barbecue just for you. So if you're wondering how long you can leave a Boston butt out, you have to kind of like wonder, well, okay, well, what in the heck is a Boston butt? And it's basically a pork shoulder. Or for those that may not be familiar with that, it's basically pulled pork. And so just like a brisket, pork shoulder is like a super condensed piece of meat with like a lot of interconnecting tissues. So you really want to try and first of all smoke it to the right internal temperature. Make sure it probes out like a stick of butter, and then once that happens, you want to promptly pull it off of your smoker or your oven or your grill or whatever, right? And so if you're wondering like how long you can actually leave it out for, let's say you don't have a cooler, you don't really want to put it in the oven, you just want to set it right on the counter. So it doesn't really matter technically, because honestly every piece of meat is quite a bit different. It has a lot of carryover cook, or each one has a lot of different amounts of carryover cook. So that's why barbecue in general is just kind of an art. But if you want kind of a ballpark estimate, especially if it's like a 10+ pound piece of Boston butt, then probably want to rest it on the counter for 2 to 3 hours, I'd say. If you put it in the cooler or any other kind of insulated device like a cooler or an oven, you really want to try and push that time frame up to about 3 to 5 hours or something, or maybe even 12 hours if you're feeling kind of snazzy or whatever, right? So again, it doesn't really matter the exact time frame. You just want to be able to measure the internal temperature and make sure it doesn't go below 165. But to be completely honest, I just generally try to maintain a healthy balance between trying to guesstimate 2 to 3 hours or something if you just put it on the counter, while also paying close attention to the data of the temperature within the meat. Just make sure it doesn't go down past 165, and then once you kind of are ready to start pulling it apart, then you obviously you pulled it apart, right? And so you aren't resting it anymore. But so I'd say anywhere between 2 to 3 hours is probably better.